The real question is, have you ever fell in the shower?
As a kid, maybe. Have you fell in the shower?
Last week.
No.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode. How are you doing today, Turkey?
I'm doing pretty good, but you didn't say I was your host today.
Oh.
What's going on?
Hi,
Yeah.
welcome to the episode. I'm here with my co-host,
Turkey.
Yeah, actually, it does feel.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. That was the fakest laugh I've ever heard.
What? That's a fake laugh.
You even like nodded your head, like toning to the.
That's it.
You're like.
You know, sometimes it's it's just happens. That's it.
Really?
Yeah. So I apologize if I.
Hey, dude. First, I want to start the podcast by saying congratulations on your second test.
Thank you.
You're doing really good progress, man. I'm really proud of you.
I before we get started, can I just say a little tip,
a little poem,
a little tip, not a poem,
Give us a poem.
like a little tip. I don't have a poem. I don't have a poem in my hands, but a little tip to those people who are going to a DNT.
Just give them, but you gotta just give them the tip though. Don't just tease them. You know, you gotta give them a little more than the tip.
No,
you know?
so here's the thing. So everybody out there, I've been studying to take my my Class A to get my Class A license. So last week, Turkey mentioned that I had to take. He congratulated me on one of my tests. I passed one of my first DMV tests, and then this week I went for a second one. And I study, and you know, they're like what do you call it? Like simulation tests, like very, like literally most of the questions are on there are the same way in DMV, but most of them they swap them around, like they do it on purpose so you can fuck up, you know. And I understand that they want to make sure that you're focused and everything, but what's the point of studying if you're gonna change everything around? I don't know. That's what my thoughts are.
I think you answered your own question. You have to study in order to do
Yeah,
a good job.
I understand.
I just think a problem might be that you're just studying the day before and you're not really studying any other day.
But see, that's the way I study. I don't know how.
So in a
people
way,
study differently.
In a way, you are in the wrong here. You're only studying one day, and that's just the day.
No,
before.
I mean I studied throughout the. You know, I've studied. I mean, but when I go hard, it's like the day before.
I've never seen you studying before. Just like
because you're not in here all the time. You don't have to be. You don't have to be here all the time. It's when I study hard. It's
I don't know. I'm pretty close to you here.
Yeah, you're pretty close. But okay, then hang out with me the whole day and then.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not.
But I mean, I just want to say out there, like for those people who are going to take their whatever regular license or Class B or Class A, whatever. Yeah, study because they do.
And you got 2 more?
Well, technically 3 more tests, but with the next 2, I could get my permit already.
So 2 more and you get your actual permit.
Yeah, and once I get my permit, I just gotta finish school and take my actual inspection test.
And that should be like the easy part, right? The school
no,
part?
those I think that's the hardest one.
Really?
Yeah, because there's 5 different inspection tests. There's 5 different inspection tests, and out of those 5, they're gonna test you one. They're gonna test you, and there's about like 20 things you have to get. Actually, depends on what inspection you get. It could be about between 20 to 80 things on one section.
Damn. So 20 questions out of the 80?
Yeah, and in each one is like you get points, and then you get points deducted if you don't like say a part of the.
So if you fuck up one of these tests, would it fuck everything you've done up to this point?
I think I've still had 3 times for every test. Every individual test is 3 times.
Oh, okay. So
and then today I almost fucked it up because like I told you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in the morning I was telling you how like the first one I felt like I should have passed that one, but for some reason I didn't. The second one I was even more like okay, and then once I didn't, I was like fuck, okay. Then on my 3rd time I was like, I kind of gave up in a way. Like in my head I was like, in my head it was already like
just foggy.
Like it was like I. And then the one that I least thought, the one that I thought I passed, I didn't pass, is the one I passed.
Oh, but that was the first time you went.
No, that was today. That was the last.
So you did all your 3 tries today?
For that one.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And for a second, I was like, I had a panic attack, and I was just about to just walk away, but I was like, no, I know this. I studied. I got this. And
studied a little.
Yeah, shut up.
I'm sticking to my theory.
Yeah. But I went hard. And I felt like it was just.
Yeah, I'm liking when you're passing these tests though, because that means that I get free Starbucks.
Yeah.
I mean?
So so the last two times, well, I passed today and the last week when I kind of just been. I spoiled myself a little, but I should be spoiling myself. You should be like, buying me a coffee.
Yeah, but you're already out.
But I only gave you one coffee.
Yeah, but I got 3 more.
Okay,
in
the
the
next
bag.
time just give me the money and I'll sell me the money and I'll just bring you a
It
coffee.
doesn't work that way.
It does.
It doesn't work that way.
Well, I mean, I don't know who wants the coffee more, me or you.
I want the coffee, but I want it for free because we're celebrating.
Yeah, we're celebrating me.
Yeah, I'm celebrating you, but you're buying the coffee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so we wanted to ask mostly like the people out there, like, do they are you guys I mean Turkey was giving me this explanation because they're doing this new pavement work around our area where they're painting the concrete gray.
Yeah, apparently they're just painting it gray because during the summer it'll deflect most of the heat. That's because apparently a lot of the heat gets stored in the black tar of the roads,
and
so apparently
the science thing to it, right?
Yeah, there's like a science to it, and apparently during the heat with the gray paint, it's gonna diffuse a lot of that heat. So a lot of that heat will cool off during the afternoon.
That's a lot of paint to go around.
I know, but
a lot.
No, it's because they're looking at it as a well, not a global, but they're looking at it as a bigger at a bigger scale because apparently like it gets really hot in LA like during the summer. So
I mean, it gets hotter in Arizona.
Yeah, but this is not Arizona, bro.
I know, but
why you always gotta bring Arizona in the
not
fucking
Arizona,
picture?
but you know what I mean? Like just in other places like Texas and what are they paying their?
Yeah, I'm talking about LA, bro.
Okay,
I'm talking about LA.
Hey, this is a global podcast, bro. This is a global podcast.
Yeah, we live in Los Angeles, and we were born and bred here, and yeah.
So I kind of wanted to ask the people out there as a question. Hopefully, that we get an email about it or we get a DM about it saying if you guys' street is getting the same, like getting paint grade. I kind of want to know, like, if it's just our area, is it just certain areas? Are they going all?
No, I think we're just lucky because we're in the outskirts. So they have to start somewhere. So they're like just start at the outskirts, not in the center. So they're gonna start at the very edges, and they're gonna work their way in to the cities.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a whole year, maybe 2-year thing, because it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
gonna take a while.
A lot of detouring just to get to the house. It was like kind of a little hassle this morning.
Yeah,
because I went in and out. I went in and out today like twice.
But I want to talk to you about something, bro. I really want to get to the core of it, and it's something very, very fucking. It's just like I really need to bring this up because it's been bothering me.
What's bothering
you? Let's talk about the real scam here. The real scam is the fucking street cleaners. Yeah. Like, dude, who the fuck thinks those things actually clean the fucking streets? They don't fucking do shit. And you still get a fucking ticket for it. Like, that is the biggest fucking scam ever, bro. Have you seen one of these fucking street cleaners? They just fucking brush more fucking shit on the fucking floor and they just sweep it. Like, it just swirls in a circle and it leaves all the fucking trash there. It's not doing anything.
I mean, in a way you're right. Like, especially like during like the 4th of July weekend when people leave all their fucking fireworks on the street and all the debris out there. Like, and talk
about a waste of water. That's even wasting more water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But we waste water in many ways. So
yeah, but that's our own business. You know, you know, that's our business.
Hey, do you like when you're about to shower in the mornings, because you know the water's like really cold sometimes? Do you like wait naked before the water gets warm, or do you like just go right? You go in right away.
You know what's funny? You ask. So I started doing this like at the beginning of the year, where I just blast it like completely cold, and I go in there.
Oh, cold, that's harsh,
cold,
bro.
But and then I just slowly turn on the
you warm it up.
Warm it up. But I don't know, something about it just gives you a little more energy. I don't know what it is. It's more like someone just throwing water on your face. It's like it kind of wakes you up a little bit. I don't know if there's a science to that, but it kind of does it for me. Yeah, it's kind of scary when the first minute when you're in there in the cold, but
it's kind of scary. You're
well,
like, I don't want to go in there.
Your body is like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? And then slowly, when you start turning on the hot water, it's a little rewarding. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm one of those that I warm up the water and I wait naked before I go in there. I don't know what it is. Actually, no. Lately, I've been having a routine because, like, I kind of want to know your morning routine. Like, my morning routine usually, obviously, like, depends because my body usually wakes up early, but lately my alarm has been having to wake me up. So that'll be the first thing. I hear my alarm and I'll get up now. But I stretch now. I stretch in the mornings.
Yeah, stretching is good.
Yeah, so I stretch now in the mornings because I noticed that I used to get up just like whatever, and I would just that was my old routine where I was when I was working, I would just get up, because I would always choose like the latest time I could wake up, like if when it came to my alarm, and I would just go straight like out to the shower. I mean, well, I think I would obviously use my release my valve movements, and then I will get into while the water's warming up. So, but now I have like this routine where I have like been doing my bed, and while the water's warming up, and then I'll do my valve movements, and then I'll go ahead and just shower.
There's a lot of too much information. I won't go into my routine, but the real question is: have you ever fell in the shower?
As a kid, maybe. Have you fell in the shower?
Last week.
No.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. No, it was perfect.
I worry because that shower you told me is not that. I mean, that bathtub.
Well, I tested it out. It's working. It's perfectly fine. No.
Can you give me a little like details on
what
happened?
Yes, because in the shower we use a shower grip on the bottom.
Yeah.
But sometimes we take it off.
And you forgot to put it on.
Well, I put it on, but the thing is that I didn't let it suction enough.
Oh,
so it was still loose,
still slippery.
So and then I go in there, being obese deliveries than I am, and then I just I stand like at the very edge of it. And then all I know is like my feet are like slowly gliding forward.
Does it like I do it?
But luckily, like my bath is like curved. So like if anything, I just like I look like
a little pull slide.
Yeah, it was kind of like a pull slide, and I broke the handle.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man, when the ceiling fell, and I went.
Dude, this house is just. I mean, this apartment is just falling apart.
Well, I mean, you're falling in it too. You're falling with it. When the ceiling fell and I went to my mom's house, I decided to shower over there.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't have the handle. I haven't showered in there since like I don't know when before I moved out. And I noticed that they don't have the handle too. Like they have like a little pinza, like a little what do you call it? Like a wrench.
Oh, okay.
Like I was like, Mom, what's going on here? Like you fix your stuff.
Yeah.
But well, I don't know. This is then, but it was funny that you mentioned that you broke the handle.
Yeah, I had to hold on to something, and that something didn't hold. So.
Hey, but you didn't bang your head at all, like
no. It was if anything, my fat helped a lot. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
And then because I always would stand around because my tub is broken from the middle, so I was always standing around it because I was scared that it would break in.
Yeah.
But I tested it out.
And
400 pounds on it, and it works. You know what I mean? So, quality assurance for sure. You know what I mean? It's grade A, grade A tub, even though there's a hole in the fucking floor.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that nothing happened. I'm glad nothing happened to you. But what was your reaction when you first fell? Like, what was like your first? I think did you laugh or did you go like, oh shit?
No, I think I didn't get hurt from it at all. That's why I think, I think if I would have like banged my head, I would have been a little aggravated. But it was so smooth. It was like, I don't know how to explain it.
It was like when the bar soap falls and it just goes like,
yeah, but it was so serene. Like, of course it's gonna be a fall, but like I was equipped to handle that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I didn't get no pains the day after or anything. Like I was like, hey, I think.
So you weren't sore or nothing.
Maybe I could do this when I'm 70. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I actually, not talking about like 70 and all that stuff. I was actually thinking because my family's been going through like this over there at home with my mom. Like they've been going through like a little like health wise, because there's been people. We're not us Latinos. We have a lot of like bad genes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're diabetics. We eat a lot of salt, pan, and all that shit.
But I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think it's bad genes. I think it's a lot of bad habits. Like the way we eat is really monstrous. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot of bad habits.
It's good.
Of course, it's good. But like the way we eat, we fucking chow down. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's. Of course, genes have to play in it, but I feel like what amplifies that is the bad habits you get from your family and they get from their family. You know, it's a passed down thing. If anything, is the habits.
Yeah. Does your family come from a lot of like?
No. Well, they kind of used to be like that, but I remember a while back, my dad had got this thing because he used to eat like a lot of chili. To the point where he had to go to the hospital.
Oh, really? So you got like...
And then ever since that day, like, he's changed up his diet. And because he changed his diet, we kind of all changed our diet.
Oh, shit, that reminds me. My mom gave me, today she gave me some salsas. And I left it in the car.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's fine. It's not to be fridge.
I mean, it's pretty cool down there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't, if it was in the sun, I'll be like, go right now.
So she made this salsa de roja con... I forgot what it has, but it looks like aioli sauce. But it's really good. Like, if you put that on your sandwich.
Would it go good on that menudo you're going to buy me on this weekend?
No, the menudo has to go with that sauce de cacahuate. I don't know if I'll buy you.
But, I mean, are you still going to get that little menudo on the weekend?
We should probably go for a menudo sometime this weekend.
Okay.
Actually, I have a busy schedule, dude. I have a lot of shows coming up. I have a...
Hey, we could talk about that later. Yeah. Because I was going to ask you something, but that could be a question off the air.
Yeah, I have, like, a lot of, like... practices, shows, it's okay because I'm not really doing much. So it's like taking a lot of my thinking, like from just being home. And you know me, I'd rather be out. But
I think I'm gonna call it now. I think like mid-spring you're gonna start going back to work or something, like full head on.
Yeah, I gave myself to the end of March, but it is looking a little bit mid-April, which I don't mind because
April.
Yeah, like I don't mind, like end of April. I don't mind because I do have that Mexico tour.
Yeah,
that I'm really looking forward to. So it'll be kind of like it'll come in right at the right time.
Yeah, that's gonna be an epic one.
Yeah, we had Meme Lord visit us today.
Shout out to Meme Lord.
Shout out to Meme Lord. But I wanted to bring.
Oh, dude, I forgot to ask him, dude.
No, actually, I forgot
to tell him to step up the meme game a little bit.
Yeah,
totally forgot.
Meme Lord, if you're listening to
the Meme Lord, if you're listening, dude, you gotta step it up, dude.
No, but I wanted to really have him on the podcast for this question because he's a big movie goer, and AMC is charging, I guess they're pricing their depending on where you're sitting.
Yeah,
they're charging more. Like I think that's ridiculous.
It's getting really.
It's getting really stupid. It's almost like if I get it for a concert, like you know
why it's worse because apparently like MC during the COVID like it was gonna go bankrupt and pretty much the people kind of saved it because they
people started buying stocks.
Yeah, they did the stock thing like they did with GameStop, and apparently that's why they did that. That's why they did that pass for like everybody. They're like, it will make an accessible pass. Just pay it monthly.
Yeah.
And you could choose from any type of movie. Like, doesn't matter if it's IMAX, blah, blah, blah. But now, like, it's just like, yeah, maybe you've bounced back, but now you're starting to look a little greedy. You know what I mean?
That's
very fucked up.
I wonder for the ones who own stocks.
Imagine being in the theater. Imagine being in the theater and you look at the people in the back like, you couldn't afford the one in the front. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe.
You know what I mean?
Well, the
you start fucking laughing at
most theaters don't hold more than 100 people. I mean,
yeah, but it's still gonna be elitist because you're gonna look at all the peasants in the back. You're gonna be like, you fucking
like,
peasants.
Yeah, I paid $30 for this ticket. And then the guy down there like, you went with
I paid $100. No, there's the guy in the front. He's like, I paid $100.
See, the thing though, like a regular movie ticket costs you what, $20-$25 here in LA.
But I have a bigger question.
What's the bigger question?
What if like it's a movie and a showing that not a lot of people show up? Does the same price?
Exactly.
You're gonna lose money. They're gonna lose money out of that.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's not gonna work.
It's like, let's say you go on like, I don't know, like a regular random Wednesday where like nobody goes to the movie theater.
That's when I like going.
Why am I gonna pay? I'd rather pay for a cheap ticket and then just sit where.
Or just wait for it to come out on fucking AVOD or whatever. You know what I mean? Like VOD. You know?
Yeah, I mean, might as well. But it's just at that point, like, I'm not paying. Well, I mean, I will pay. I will pay eventually if I have to, because I want to see the movie, and obviously you want to get a good seat. But that's how they get you. That's how they're gonna get you. But for the most part, like, is it really like yeah, like you said, they're being greedy. Like,
Yeah.
what's gonna be the price range? Like, movie tickets already are $20-$25, right? Like, let's say you want to get a good seat. What's it gonna cost you? $40?
Yeah, it's gonna be
That's
crazy.
already ridiculous. And on top of that, whatever your popcorn, your nachos,
I mean,
whatever.
look, there are specialty theaters like the one in the Science Center, the IMAX, because that's completely fully immersed. That's a fully immersed IMAX theater, and I think there's one in City Walk, right? Where it's like fully immersed IMAX.
Those, they have one also in Burbank.
Those, like, it makes sense to pay like 40, maybe even $50 for depending on the movie, because those are specialized theaters. Those theaters were finally tuned to what they're supposed to do. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're just going to fucking Burbank or Glendale or,
I mean, because you're a big moviegoer too. But I mean, obviously, you go to the movies that you really are excited about. Like, you want if you go on your own, it's nice, you know. Let's say you have a girlfriend, whatever. Like, and like, will you will you take your girlfriend out?
well, first of all, I can't believe that, you know.
You know what I mean? Why do you keep saying that?
I don't know, dude.
Man, okay, we're
but keep going.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, just to say in the hypothetical world that you do have a girlfriend, that like, yeah, I mean, it's nice to take your girl out to like a movie.
That would be funny though if you do take your girlfriend, but you can't afford her a ticket in front, but you buy yourself the ticket in front, and she has to sit in the back.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, babe, you gotta go to the back. I gotta go.
Economics, you know what I mean?
You wouldn't sit in the back with her?
Hell no. Fuck no, dude. I ain't no peasant. You know?
Oh yeah, but she is.
Hey, dude, this is the most elitist, fucking masculine, you know, patriarchal. I don't know how to pronounce it. Podcast out there, dude. We don't apologize for shit, bro.
We don't.
We're the non-apologists. This is the non-apologetic podcast. You know what I mean? We don't apologize for women's issues here. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I do. If I have to.
Yeah, because
if I something simple.
Yeah, because you're a simp.
I'm a simp. Yeah. Hey, what would your life be without me, bro?
I don't know. I'd probably be dead. I probably would have hanged myself already.
Like, what would your life be without me? Like,
I wouldn't be living.
How do you know that?
Because I don't know. I just know. You're the final thread, dude. You're like, you know.
That's it. I can't live my life.
You're my final thread of sanity. You know what I mean?
Like, when I move out, like, I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too, bro.
I'm gonna have to like.
But you're gonna have to drive to me though.
I know this podcast thing is gonna be weird if I do move out.
We can just do it through the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you through the phone.
I mean, FaceTime is cool. You know, you gotta go with the times, bro. Like,
we're gonna take it back to the old days when we used to just be on the phone and just talk for hours.
Yeah, but that's like, you know, let's talk about that a little bit. I think that was happening because our friendship. I'm not saying it was like evaporating. I'm just saying it was kind of dwindling a little bit. You know, we were losing the spark a little bit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You don't think so?
No.
I mean, that's how I kind of saw it in the time. You know, I was like, yeah, you know what? We need to I felt like I needed to talk to you more. You know, I really wanted to get to know you a little better, even though, like, I kind of know you, but I wanted to know you a little better.
Definitely.
You know, and that opened up the channel for, like, yeah, we got more comfortable with each other, and then that's what led to COVID, getting through COVID, and then starting the podcast and all that shit.
The COVID part was really hard because I know that you're really strict about it. I remember you calling me, "Hey, bro, you gotta stop smoking, man." They're getting all those smokers with that COVID.
Yeah, that's the downside to being like in a bunker all the time. You know, all you have is information that's being fed to you. You know, you got to go outside and fucking breathe some air.
And I think I remember you were FaceTiming me, and I was actually smoking a cigarette while you were telling me.
Yeah.
I think that was around, like, I don't remember when it was.
What a weird time, huh? Like, not looking back, I remember I think it was last week. I was really thinking back to that time. I was like, man, it was so fucking weird. Like, you couldn't, like, even the store, like, even like the outside world felt different. It felt very post-apocalyptic in a way. Like, everybody was like, you know, like, stay away from each other.
Yeah.
Like, so hyper. I don't know. There was just like this distance, you know, and damn, it was so fucking weird.
Yeah. Like we said before, I miss it because like I felt like nobody was really like people who were out. Obviously, there are people who want to get out of the house,
Yeah.
and those people who took advantage just to stay at home because they could never stay home. But I was one of those who took advantage to be out because like nobody wanted to be out,
Yeah. I feel
So
bad.
like
I feel
like
bad for the people that always have to be around people because they need that connection. You know what I mean?
me.
Yeah, but I mean, you could like change back and forth. But
Yeah, I go
there's
back and
people
forth.
there's people like that need that every day. Like they can't operate without someone's acknowledgement, or you know what I mean. They always have to be around somebody.
Yeah, I'm like 50-50. I have a good balance. I
Yeah,
mean, there's times
you're
where
you're working on it.
yeah, there's times where I'm good to be like, I'm okay just being like left alone for a minute, and I'm
Yeah,
like, and it's fine. But I mean, that's what I miss about the pandemic is that, and that's another thing that I've been thinking of lately. Like, I miss like rollerblading. I miss going on the hikes when nobody would go.
first of all, you've only done all those things once. Let's
No,
be
no
honest.
hiking. I've always done hiking. I haven't done hiking in a while.
Dude, the thing you did pick up, and I was like, man,
No,
maybe you could get more into it. Is the snow the skateboarding, the electric skateboarding?
that's electric. That's electric, dude. That's not. No, there's no
But it's
like.
like you're just cruising. Like
You
I
know,
thought you were gonna just stick to that more. You just kind of give up and just left it there.
No, now you have me turning back and looking at my skateboard. I was actually like thinking about the time, I'm okay. So during the pandemic, I got an electric skateboard, right? And then my buddy who already had one, he kind of motivated me. I got on his electric skateboard, and that's kind of what drove me to getting one, right? And I ended up like, I remember like it was still pandemic, and I remember it was like $1,000 or whatever. Like, I have the money, I'm gonna do it. So I got the board. I got the more. It took me like maybe about 3-4 months to get it. I finally got it, and I remember we went to Huntington Beach, and we're cruising. There's just very few people at the beach at the time, and we're going through these like this the like bike path or whatever went underneath a parking structure. So all that mist from like the beach and everything was like really like it was like really wet, and on top of that, the floor was painted. So dang, was that my was I wheezing right now?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So real quick,
that's why you gotta stop smoking, bro.
no, no, I just think I had a fucking like gargajo stuck in my throat. But yeah, so and when we were going, like I turned back and I see my friend, oh George, he's been on the podcast. He fell, but he fell on his knees, but as soon as I saw him fall, like I turned around, and then I fell. Then I like busted my rib, like I fractured my rib, dude. It was like one of the most painful things. Like I've never had like trouble. Like I kind of walked it off that day. Like I was fine. Like okay, cool. Like well, I was shaky though. Like at first, then when I walked back. So now and I walked back, and then like the next month, like anytime I laughed, I moved, I made certain move, like my rib would kill me. But every time I get on that board now, I think about how like close to like being disabled I was, and it scares me now sometimes.
Hey, going back to the friendship thing, do you think that the more you're around people, the less you appreciate them, from your point of view?
Depends.
It depends on the person, right?
Depends on the person, which is why it's fine to have like that balance to like it's okay to do your own thing and I can do my own thing kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
like,
What's a healthy way to draw that line? Like, hey, like, back off.
You can't force it. It's kind of have to come natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't tell this person like, hey, I want this.
What do you mean? What do you explain?
Like, you can't tell a person, hey, I'm gonna need space. Like, they kind of have to naturally give it to you.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I'm still trying to figure you out too.
Yeah.
No,
well, it's good. Like, for example, like for me and you, like, we live together, and I could go see you and you come here, but we're not always like in each other's rooms.
That's what's beautiful about it. Yeah.
We still have that
So
space,
do you think,
and it's natural.
So do you think like
And when you come by, I'm just happy, bro.
So do you think like in a non-homo way, like if we get like a studio apartment and we're both in the same room all the time, you think we'll eventually get tired of each other?
We'll probably clash heads for a
We'll
little
probably
bit.
clash heads, huh?
Yeah, we'll probably clash heads.
I think that's what's making.
I mean, not like in a bad way, but there's gonna be certain ways that I live that you won't like, or some ways that you do things I don't like.
Yeah.
Or like, let's say we have one TV or two TVs. Like we can have two TVs, but how awful is that gonna be? Us watching two different things at the same time, Who's gonna have the volume? If you have one TV, who's gonna want to watch what?
I mean, rock paper scissors for headphones.
You know what I mean? I mean, you will wear headphones all the time. So yeah, you
don't
could
just put me in that category.
yeah. You could take the headphones, but I'll be blasting my music with
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding. I won't be blasting.
So
music.
it really depends. Friends, family, and like eventually lovers, right?
Yeah,
It's like
it really
different
depends.
distances.
Yeah, it depends too. Like I mean, it's just everything. Distance has to come naturally.
Yeah.
You can't.
Okay, so I mean, it's a tough one. It's not that easy though.
Yeah,
right?
it's not easy.
It's almost like the way I see it is like two planets coming, or like two suns coming together, and then they eventually, in order for them to fucking spin with each other, like they kind of have to be in conjunction in a way, right? But like eventually, it's gonna get to a part of their gravitational pull that one of them is gonna swirl out, right?
I mean, eventually, science, baby.
I don't know if that. I don't know, but that's just the way I see things as planets. Like I like,
You couldn't come up with a better, a better explanation.
Yeah.
I mean, you totally lost me there.
Yeah,
Hey.
but can you elaborate a little bit more on that? Like, do you feel like there are people like take people less for granted because they're too close to them?
I think it just still depends on the person. Dude.
Depends, right?
Yeah, it depends on everybody's different. Everybody's way different. I would like to say that there is like a rule of thumb for everything, like like this thing should be played out this way, but everything's different because sometimes you could be close to somebody and you want to be close to the person, but the person doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just and that's not saying that the other person just doesn't give a fuck. It's just like what it naturally is.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Kind of.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just going in circles too.
Maybe it is a swirl thing. Huh?
It is a circle thing. I want to tell you a funny story because yesterday I was I went to Costco and I just got out of my car. I was walking down the aisle of the parking lot and there's this Asian lady who she had her trunk open, but I guess she has one of those those trunks like those SUV trunks that open all the way.
Are you talking about her ass, bro?
No,
I'm not like sometimes we talk in code, so I'm like, is this code or is this real?
No, this is real. What the fuck? I don't think I've ever mentioned a girl's ass as a trunk. At least to you. I mean, I don't even think I've ever said any girls like, "Hey, look at her trunk."
Yeah, maybe I look at things differently, huh?
Yeah, you probably.
Yeah.
But that was funny.
Yeah,
But
maybe that was my bad.
So this is the first time where I feel like a little bit offended, but then a little bit also like it was kind of funny. So I'm walking down the aisle. This is a lady who has her trunk open on her SUV, so the whole trunk comes open. But I guess her springs didn't hold the door open, so she had her cart at the bumper, her shopping cart hitting her bumper of her car, and have the door on her neck like this, and she was trying to put her groceries inside. So I saw her kind of struggling, and I wanted to help her. I wanted to help her out by holding the door open because obviously I don't want to touch her stuff because she's probably gonna think oh, this dude might want to jag me or whatever. And then as soon as I asked her, "Oh, want me to help you?" She said, "No." She I've never seen a lady just put their groceries way faster than ever, in my shopping career. And she was like, yeah, and I just felt I was in my head I was like, am I that scary or was it because I'm Latino or what is it?
Maybe, I don't know. I think that's what happens when races and what's the other word? Races and ethnicities just are too close to each other. Especially if you're in LA, what's the point of being like that? I mean, just you know what I mean? You have to be open to everything.
And we're talking about parking and all that.
But it also explains the fact that not all good intentions lead to good places,
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't think about that.
Well, what's the saying? There's a real saying. There's good intention. I'll come back to it. I forgot. This is why I don't quote shit.
Hey,
Like,
do you think like have you ever like walked back to your car from like grocery shopping and then like you see someone's waiting for a parking spot and you hop on your car
oh, dude.
and then they kind of intentionally sometimes wait longer?
No, dude. I'm always This goes back to the talk we had last time about like, do you ever feel like people are what's it called fuck, what was the fucking word? When they're considerate of other people.
Yeah.
Dude, when I see that a car is waiting for me, like I get it.
You kind of have to like. It feels natural. It feels like
yeah,
courtesy.
yeah, like
Well, not like tampoco. Like, hey, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like fucking run. Yeah. No, but I will pace up. Like, especially if I'm putting stuff still and they're already waiting, I'll pace up a little bit and then I'll get in my car and get out safely. You know, but yeah, like that goes back to the considerate thing. Like you kind of feel considerate. But then there's times where you're just waiting and there's people like it's almost like they do it on purpose. Like they get in, they load their car slow, they get in their car,
like
and they just stay there. They just fucking stay there, and they have their fucking rear-end lights on, and you're like, that's an indicator for you. Like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, like once you have the car on, and your lights are in reverse, or you're stopping out, you're pressing on the brake, and those brake lights are on. It's like more like, okay, get it going, you know, like you're about to.
Yeah,
but if they see you waiting like to take the spot, they're like it's kind of like one of those things where
there's just petty people out there, man.
Yeah, like territorial in a way, like no one's taking my parking spot.
Yeah,
you know?
But it's not your parking. That's
exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I just,
dude, people get in like crazy brawls and fights because of fucking parking. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. That's why I like parking far. You know what I mean? Like, just get the fuck away from me. You know, you know what I mean? You know, I'd rather just fucking walk the extra mile than fucking just park right in front and just fucking, you know, fight everybody off or something. I don't know. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. There are people that, yeah, like they're. And then sometimes you always want to give them the benefit of doubt, like, oh, they're just having a bad day.
Or like, yeah,
but goddamn,
not even a bad day. But like they're going through like they're like.
But every fucking person I encounter is having a bad day. It's like, when is my bad day coming? You know what I mean? Like,
this is your bad day right
now.
You
know what I mean? Like, damn.
This is your bad day because you're waiting for them to get off.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, those things get me irritated. Like, because yesterday, before I parked, I was like, all right, I'm ready to, you know, this car, like, literally, because I had just, like, the aisle I went into, it was kind of empty. So I went through the aisle, and then,
by the way, I wanna thank my sponsor, Lalo, for keep sponsoring me with these yerba mats. He keeps buying them for me.
Dude, I was at a store the other day, and I sent you a picture of, like, the different varieties they have.
Apparently Costco only has mint, though.
Yeah, that's all they carry.
Like
but remember I sent you the picture? It had like different varieties. And I was like, I kind of want to try the other ones because this one's good. The mint one's really good.
Yeah, man, it's cold, like really, cold.
Really, like nice
on
like
a hot day. Yeah, cold.
Dude,
these have they've kicked the feeling for me trying to get like a Red Bull.
Really?
Yeah,
that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I would rather drink these than the Red Bull though. They're just I know they're not natural, but they feel more natural, and it's just less ingredients in it. I was looking at the ingredients, and it looks more pure, like pure ingredients.
Have you ever like looked into a review for this?
No, and the reason I know about this is because my boss one time bought me one of these. Because he told me, because like the same thing, he saw me drinking Red Bulls at work. He was like,
don't drink.
He's them. Like, dude, instead of those, just buy these. These are, I mean, it says organic. I don't think it's organic, but it's.
Do you think it's like a mental thing too?
What do you mean?
Like these little energy drinks.
It's like a coffee. Like that's how I just need like a little boost sometimes, especially like before the podcast or something. Like you just want something to spark up your mind a little bit. Yeah. And sometimes, like for your test, you want to drink a little bit before, like just to wake up.
You know, talking about that, I've been meaning to, like when I go for a testing, I should probably eat something because
just eat it like a little bit,
but
just a banana or something. You know, some sugar in it because you want your body to like start up for the day.
Yeah, but I mean, definitely, I might have to get one or two here and there. What the fuck?
Those are off limits.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had a passion fruit one. I want to try. think that's what it was. I don't remember the the exact name to it, but I know it had like some sort of one of those like fruit ones. Those are
They had your flavor on it?
what's my flavor?
Fruit?
Fruit. Yeah.
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 Hey, what you think of the new Slipknot single?
I thought it was weird.
It's
They're getting a, I mean, it if you listen to it, there's still a little like Iowa and
Iowa wasn't a bad album though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know how they have their hits and then they have the songs like they're a little off.
Yeah.
It kind of it's kind of like.
But every album
Slipknot sound.
from anybody has those type of vibes.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Because the last album I thought that it was like me and you agreed that was like really weird. I mean, like the one previous to that one, like it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think how many original members are they down to?
I don't know, but I don't even know which members left anymore besides
well, two of them died.
Yeah.
Paul and Joey died.
Joey, yeah.
I don't know if anyone else died.
But
anyone else
that track, I mean, I'm just talking about in general because this new track, the drums. I mean, obviously it's a very slow song, and then for like a metal thing, it was like it felt too like gappy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it felt too gappy. Like there was only like.
I'm be completely honest. I didn't finish listening to it.
No, yeah,
I just listened to the beginning and it felt like a corrido. It kind of sounded like a corrido, and that's why I just texted you back, dude. It just feels like a corrido, and I didn't even finish it. It was a little off for me.
It was way off.
It's a little off.
But I forgot the name of that song. Something Sainted. Fainted. Oh, I forgot the name of the song. But it was like before the latest album, the one before that one, and it was really really good. That album was good from beginning to end.
Dude, I stopped counting after what's the third one? The third album. What's the third one?
Volume something?
Yeah, volume 3, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. After that, I tuned out of Slipknot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, I think there was All Things Gone. I think that's the one.
Okay.
Things
I know they had a volume 1 or 2. Or
but I know the third one. That's the third. That's like, and I was still in high school.
Wow.
You know, so I mean, I like the first 3 albums, but like after that, it kind of got weird.
Yeah, you know, I want to bring the reason why I was thinking about the song is because we ran into Frank, from the Two Mexicans with Mike, right? Mm-hmm. And it was like watching him was like just brought back all my high school memories with him.
Yeah.
So it was cool seeing you, Frank. If you're listening to this,
shout out to Frank, dude.
Oh, dude, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Another Grammy. Apparently, he's the only Latino who's won an actual Grammy from like this part of the Mexican urbana music. I don't know. Because don't like the Spanish music have their own Grammys? Spanish music?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't really keep up with
like I'm very confused. Yeah. Like I don't understand. Like Grammy should just be. I mean, obviously you can't. I don't know. Depends. You can't have like a group of film in there. I don't like that, you know. Like I wish Grammys could just be all music from like all over.
Yeah, I kind of
like it's very like.
I think I already kind of said this on another podcast, but I feel like all those awards are like, they're all like slots that are bought by record labels. They're like, that's just like their pinnacle way of promoting an artist.
Yeah,
and I'm not taking anything away from Bad Bunny. You know, he's done his thing, but yeah. But I feel like once someone's hot and the company like vouchers for that, like they're gonna pay for him to like. I that's how I see the awards, even like with the Oscars and stuff. Like I feel like companies just pay for them to win. I feel like those slots
everybody was mad that Harry Styles won over Beyonce. Apparently,
I don't know.
I know. I mean,
I don't even listen to any of them.
You don't like Beyonce?
Nah, I don't listen to it.
All the single ladies. All the single ladies. I don't even know why I know that song.
Yeah. I mean, the music world, I heard the music world is even worse. It's just
like, not, you know, it's still.
It's just one of those
It's money. It's like, who's going to make us more money?
It's just one of those industries that sucks the shit out of you and then just spits you back out. Like, and that's not me even going into any weird shit like, you know, apparently that you hear, but I just think it's a machine. It just fucking uses you and just fucking drives you out, and then on to the next.
Bad Bunny,
but see, Bad Bunny is different though. Like he's he's relevant for his time, and almost everything he does fucking is a
It's
banger.
gold.
You
It's
know?
just gold.
Yeah.
I mean, because he said on his speech, he goes like, "It's just easy when you put love and passion into it."
Yeah, you could tell he loves it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he does a music that's pretty worldwide, you know, and like everybody can enjoy it. Even
Fucking Taylor Swift was like rocking out.
yeah,
I don't even know if she won an award.
yeah, I don't
Because
know.
man, I feel bad because Arctic Monkeys hasn't won an award, but be
Yeah,
nice.
it's hard. See, like it's hard for artists like that to ever win because the category is so small already, and you're not gonna fucking have like a whole catalog against each other. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. Like these slots, I'm not confirming, but I feel like they're fucking all bought by their record labels.
Yeah,
Like that's just the like I said, the pinnacle way of promoting an artist. It's like let them win this, so like that
they
it
could
gives them
bring
their
them on.
stardom. You know,
Yeah.
like it gives them more attention and shit like
Mhm.
that. That's why again, not just with music, but with like movies and fucking TV shows, the Grammys, the Golden Globes, the Oscars. I feel like it's all the same shit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, wait, when is the Oscars?
I don't know. I think they do it February
You,
or
you
something.
think it'll be do you think there'll be another slap?
Probably, dude.
I
You know.
wonder if.
And by the way, I just want to say, like, I'm not saying like unknown artists can't get on there and win. I'm just saying it's pretty hard. So like, let's just say there's the big artist, and then a new artist comes in. Doesn't matter what medium it is, and he gets attention, but he's not really that scoped under the label or
Yeah.
management or whatever.
you know what?
And that person could come on top too.
You know
But
what they should also
it's harder.
do? You know what they should do? Like let's say you're like. I mean, I'm just saying this. I know it's gonna be hard for this to happen, but let's say you're an artist, right? And you're nominated for, I don't know, best rock album, best album of the year, blah blah blah. This should be like a cap to how many Grammys you could win, because
Nah.
you don't think so?
I mean, that's like saying
They evaluating your work.
yeah, it kind of is,
Okay,
because it's
maybe.
like someone coming to you. I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna stop paying you because we got this better trucker over here. You know, you know what I mean? And you can. It's like you're stopping capitalism in a way. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You know, we love capitalism on this podcast. You know what I mean? Even though we're on the bottom of the totem pole. You know what I mean?
By the way, shout out to your memes, dude. The trucker memes you sent me.
I gotta prepare you, bro. I'm preparing you mentally, dog. You don't know it, but when you're trucking, it's gonna come to you, dog. And like, you know what? That one fucking meme Turkey sent me got me out of that pickle. You know,
Dude, that. So Turkey sent me this meme of a trucker like turning left into a uphill, but it was no. But some reason like he just kept on. I don't know if he was sliding or doing it on purpose, but he kept on backing up into that one house.
I think he was backing up because the car kept honking at him.
Yeah, it was weird, but yeah, now like it traumatized me a little bit. Dude.
But dude, if anything, those memes should give you the best motivation. Because if those fuckers could get a license, dude, you could get a fucking license.
I have a homie who's a trucker, and he posted a video about like, oh yeah, sometimes us truckers never make it home, because they're like, they have fatal car crashes.
Hey, by the way, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Are you gonna take me on a trip when you?
Yeah, I'll
start-
take you on a trip.
Just one trip, it's fine.
I was thinking that if I do end up going long hauls,
You should get a dog, bro.
I was exactly what
a pit bull.
I was actually just talking to my mom about that.
Yeah.
I was saying her like about like I don't want to do long hauls, but like let's say I do long hauls, I eventually want to get a dog. Just so that dog could just go be my road dog,
Road dog. You could call him Turkey.
Nah, dude. I already said that I'm gonna call my dog Leroy.
Leroy.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just I always wanted the dog.
You know what I could see you with? Those chubby pit bulls, the one that are fucking chubby to the sides.
puggies?
Nah, dude, they're pit bulls, but they're like fucking
Oh, those,
fat.
yeah. No, I don't. I don't
I
want
see you
to.
with one of those. They
See,
call
but-
him Turkey.
I don't.
Yeah.
La turquesa.
La turquesa.
Nah, I see. My favorite dogs are pit bulls. They're not my favorite dogs, but they're one of my favorites, I guess. But I wouldn't be picky, but would like a pit bull. Like I think a dog. If I ever do get a dog, I'm gonna adopt it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm gonna feel like it's kind of like when you go gambling, and you know how when you feel like a machine's talking to you. That's how I'm gonna feel like if I do go to a vet. Not vet. I'm sorry. Adoption place. I feel like the dog kind of has to choose.
What do you mean by machine? What are you talking about? Explain.
Okay, you know how when you go gambling,
Uh-huh.
you walk down the casino, you're like,
Yeah.
this machine's kind of talking to me. Like you kind of have like.
What?
You never had that?
A machine? Why do you keep saying machine?
Because I'm talking about casinos.
What? Wait, I thought you were talking about.
No,
adopting a pet.
I am. But like I'm resembling like the feeling of why. Okay, so
So you're comparing a dog to a machine?
no, I'm just saying about that when I go adopt a dog, that I'm gonna walk into the place where they adopt dogs,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna feel like if the dog is like looking for like when I feel a connection.
Yeah, that's where your intuition comes in.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
I think that's how I'm gonna choose my dog.
Yeah, you have to by intuition. You have
Yeah.
to do it.
So I was just kind of saying like that's kind of like the feeling when I go to the casino, that when I feel like a machine's like, okay, I feel like this one's gonna give me money. Like, you never
So
had
you
that
want a
feeling?
dog to work for you?
No, you never had that feeling.
Yeah, it's an intuition. It's intuitive feeling, right?
Yeah,
Like
but I'm
you-
saying like but you're very confused when I was trying to explain it. So I
It's
was
because I think I just hate the fact that you compared a dog to a fucking slot
no,
machine.
no. I mean, obviously it's not, but I'm just talking about the feeling. I'm just talking about
Yeah,
general.
it's the mighty feeling you get, huh?
The mighty feeling. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel like
Yeah,
I'm a-
no, no. And you know what? When you do that, take your time. Don't feel like you need to take a dog. Like, you know what a lot of people do when they go adopt a pet? I mean, mostly white people, but well, what they do is that they go
the cocks.
the cocks, yeah, the cocks, and then they go, and then they look at the pets, right? And you see all the little sad fucking faces right there,
And you're like, I want that
they're
one."
puckering their lips, you know what I mean?
The little
And
dog
then,
face.
And you start getting a feeling for them. But the cool thing is, like, if you do like a dog, you could just go there and just take them out for a walk. They let you, like, I
Yeah.
mean, it depends on the place, but I'm pretty sure like they let you play with
I'm
a dog.
pretty sure there's an area where you
Yeah.
can be with a dog. I don't think they'll
And
let
you-
you walk out.
I
with
think
it.
they'll let you even like if you want to bond with it, you could bring it blankets and stuff like that. But then you feel bad for the other one, so
Then you kind of just want to take both.
you want to take all of them. You know,
Yeah, I know. I always said that. Like, when I retire, I want to have like a farm in Mexico.
It is kind of sad though. Imagine like all those dogs barking at you, like pick me, and then you're like, yeah, not
Like,
you,
I'm sorry,
not you.
you don't
not
have what I want.
You don't have what it. You don't have what it takes.
You don't have what it takes to be
You know what I
my.
mean?
That does suck. That does suck. And I thought about that before. Like, it's
No.
sad. And okay. So next to my school, there's like a adoption place
for dogs.
for dogs.
Oh,
I think
shit.
they have cats too. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
But definitely, I want to walk in there and just see.
And another thing you want to do is check kind of if they do have like a little history, check on the history because sometimes like those dogs have been abused, bro.
Yeah.
So like if you get an abused dog, just know that that dog's gonna come with some baggage, and you're gonna have to get around that baggage.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to earn his trust and love again. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
it's not that easy.
But that's also goes with like when you're in there, you feel like the dog is like speaking to you, like it likes you.
yeah.
Because there's
you have to feel that bond.
because
you
there
know?
is those pets, like there is like those cats, dogs that have a weird thing around guys or girls, like so you never know what you're gonna be.
or
walking.
kids. Some
kids.
Some of them feel
kids.
territorial,
Yes.
and then they get aggressive around kids, and stuff like that. And that's why you have to be very very careful with choosing a dog.
Yeah, but definitely like I've been wanting to walk in there. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah, just kind of get a glance, get to know the people there, so they can know you. They know you're a nice guy. So by the time you just tell them like, hey, I'm thinking about one day getting a pet or a dog.
I'm here just making friends.
Yeah.
Dude, but you know what would be sad? Like if I do go in there, like let's say I go every day after school or whatever, after class, whatever, and I walk in there and I just start seeing dogs that I like disappear. That's gonna hurt my
no, but it happens, bro. I mean, I think it's every week they euthanize.
Yeah, they have
Cats.
to.
They have to because of the space.
Would you have a dog or a cat?
I think one of both.
You have both.
I mean, either or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
fine.
see you with a cat, dude. Like,
Yeah.
like
I'm
I
more of a
just-
cat personality.
I would feel like you would be on your computer and your cat's just resting on your neck.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? That's how I would feel.
Yeah, I'll call him Frederick.
I like that name.
I don't
dude.
know what's with Hispanic people calling their pets white people names. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Leroy,
Leroy and Frederick.
But like call him Federico.
Yeah, Federico. you know?
Federico
Yeah, dude.
Escobar.
I don't know why
Federico.
that's a perfect cat name, Frederick.
That is a perfect. Have you
Just get him a little bow tie. You know what I mean?
oh, like you look like a distinguished gentleman.
Yeah, like a distinguished gentleman there. And he crosses his legs when he sits.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know, like Loki. I have been into cats, kind of low key.
Yeah, but you're allergic though. You're
No,
gonna hate
no,
it.
well, not really. I'm like when I visit my mom's, like I'm not as allergic as I thought I would. Like continue being.
Yeah, but still, you want to take precautions.
But I
because-
guess because they don't have rug.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
But
'cause they don't
again,
have-
you want to take precaution because, dude, there are stories where like apparently people adopt pets and then within like maybe weeks, months, maybe a year, they take them back.
I mean,
you know?
that happens though.
You
I
know,
mean,
and
but
it's
you
kind
also,
of sad. You know.
but that's normal though because you get these pets and you didn't know you had some like allergic reaction to it, whatever.
But now to get a little darker.
Go.
Now think about adopting a kid and how
Yeah.
horrible that is, bro. Apparently, there's same stories.
Mhm.
There's parents that adopt a kid. The kid doesn't turn out to be this kid that they think it is, like
Mhm.
because of course this kid has been abandoned. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? And this kid has issues, and then you know what I mean. And then
Yeah.
and then they end up returning the kid sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
There was someone that I knew who they were married. They took in like I think like twins or something like that, or two kids,
Yeah.
and obviously they have to come in together. When they're brothers and sisters, most likely they come together, and I guess they were still fighting custody over him. That they had him for like maybe a few months, and then they had to go back with their parents. But they wanted to adopt because they thought they couldn't have kids.
Oh, okay.
And eventually, like their parents won custody and then won custody back. So this person that I know fell attached to these kids, and that's hard.
It's hard, dude.
That's hard because they fell in love with these little boys and whatever.
But that, I think that's different though. I think okay, so adoption is when they really don't have
like
they have to be in the custody
have like a
of the
foster
state
home.
of the foster. No. Okay, so the foster it's a facility, right?
Yeah.
For people that really don't like kids that don't have parents. But and then there's foster systems, which is families that bring in kids and they get paid by the state to take care of them. Meanwhile, they find a home. Because I don't know if it's of a capacity issues because they're too full, or they just know that they're being circulated around because of what you said, the courtroom, right? Like they just need a temporary spot until they settle it in court.
Yeah, but see, they really wanted to keep them. Like that was like the goal, but they knew with that their parents were still like the actual parents were still fighting custody.
Yeah,
or one of the parents. I'm not sure if it's both. But one of the parents was fighting custody, and obviously, while they fostered these kids and they really wanted to keep them, they felt bummed out, But when I guess the bright side to the story is that she ended up getting pregnant, like, and she ended up having kids, which was nice. It was cool,
Yeah, but that is the worst thing, a kid with no love, as you know what I mean, because that's a kid. A kid needs love from his parents, that they need to feel that. And if they don't feel that when they're kids, imagine what that would have turned into as an adult. You know what I mean? It's just it's gonna be a tough restabilization of their mind. Of their it's almost like they have to learn how to ground themselves because their childhood, it was just not in their control. You know what I mean? They never felt safe. And that's what's so hard about that.
If you wanted kids and you couldn't have kids, would you adopt?
Yeah, but I would want a wife though because
of course
it's gonna look weird if I
like. Did you hear? Did you hear that story about the two, like there was like two males that they were like, well, I guess they were married, and they had adopted kids, but they were like sexually trafficking them.
Dude, that happens too. That's the other dark.
Crazy,
no,
dude.
that's the other dark side about it, dude. Like, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Like. Like humanity's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's dark as fuck. Like we only see what we see, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't understand the shit that's going on, like that nobody knows.
Yeah.
Like I was reading an article recently, supposedly how like events like the World Cup, the Super Bowl, apparently those are like the highlighted times where sex trafficking is used the most. Because think about it,
there's a lot of people in that area.
A lot of people in that area, and you could do all these weird transactions in the shadows, and you can meet wealthy people, and like it gets so fucking dark, bro. Like it's sickening, dude. It's fucking sickening, you know.
Mhm.
And apparently it happens all the fucking time, you know,
Yeah.
all the fucking time. And
I mean, it
the
makes sense
government,
too. Like during that time, like,
the
it
government
is,
makes it seem like they're on top of it, but they don't give a fuck. Like these fucking governments, they're fucking rooted in evil as well. Like none of these fucking governments give a fuck about you, dude. None of them.
yeah,
you know?
that's. I mean, just thinking about what you told me right now about how like all this shit does happen like during this art, like during these times, like these big events,
Big events, bro.
you know,
Big events.
like even like during like election times, like the shit that they you know, these governments are focused on that, but they're just not focusing on every
Dude,
else,
and
every
the thing,
everyday
the thing,
normal life
the thing I
problems.
don't understand about like all these rallies and shit like that. It's so fucking. It's just so crazy how like people just don't understand how these are all fucking like just like
A way to divide.
lies. These are all fucking lies. Like
Ways to divide.
it's no, but it's like all these rallies is false fucking promises. Because none of these fucking promises comes to fulfillment when they're in fucking office. I'm like, how many more times are you gonna fall into this fucking bullshit trap?
Like that you were telling me about how like when Trump was like talking about how he's saying how like yeah I'm gonna cancel this, like no, you can't be a trans, you can't teach transgender
yeah,
in school. I forgot what it was exactly, but it was like along those lines, right? Where he was saying like yeah you it's only male and female,
yeah.
like, and how he's trying to take away those rights where like you could say that you're, you know, but like you like that what is it that he was saying that you can't say that you're a binary kid or whatever.
Yeah, I think he just wants to like
Just keep male and female.
yeah,
like
just
there's no way you
keep
could
the
say,
options to male and female.
yeah. So
Um,
and you were telling me about how he's pretty much, that's pretty much like his new approach to building a wall kind of thing.
I mean, he wants a shock factor
Yeah.
in order to launch him to that popularity point. Because I mean,
Like, because I don't even think he's talking about the wall anymore, is it?
no, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna bring it. I'm pretty sure it's still one of his strongest points. But what I'm trying to say is what I try to tell you was that he used that speech almost equivalent to the shock factor as I'm gonna build that wall the first time he
Yeah.
said it, that keep the illegals out, blah blah blah. He's trying to cause that in order for him to gain a momentum in his
Yeah.
rallies later, because he's gonna need it.
Yeah.
And you know, he still has a good shot, you know, if you think about it. But yeah, like I said, like it's just a way for him to fucking gain that momentum, and I think they do that for like a year and a half. But again, it goes back to like all these fucking rallies, dude. Like it's just so weird, man. Like they spend like so much, like millions and millions of dollars just to fucking pump their own fucking egos up.
Yeah.
Like it's so fucking weird. And then the craziest part is when they get into debates. Like a majority of these fuckers don't even know what the fuck they're talking about, and then you want these fuckers to fucking represent you.
Yeah.
Like it's
Just
fucking,
money really
it's
that puts in
astonishing,
that
bro.
store,
Like
right?
fucking ignorance, dude. Like, and all these fucking people don't even like, they don't even like what's it called when you fuck, I'm lost for words today.
Care.
No, it's like they don't resonate with
Oh, okay.
with
Yeah.
with most of the people, like,
Yeah.
because they're seeing it from this point of view, like my way is the best way. I'm like,
Yeah.
motherfucker, like you've never been all around fucking
Yeah.
the U.S. and you know what I mean, like, you know, most of these people just live in their fucking farm or the city, like
Yeah.
they don't fucking know what the fucking
It kind of goes back to that. Remember how I was telling you when I think it was Julio Cesar Chavez, or I forgot who it was. It was a boxer talking to the Selección Mexicana, and he was saying like the Mexican team is never gonna get better because they don't know what it is like to start from the ground up. Where people with you know, most of the people who play soccer in Mexico, whatever, on football, like they're from people who pay teams to have their kids play in the team, right? And in boxing, you start from like el barrio, pretty much, you know, like it's kind of like that where you got to like.
I mean, that is true though. The football in Mexico has become pretty elitist.
Yeah.
Like any like, because it's almost like connections. Like if a player has a kid, like a son,
Yeah.
and he just puts in a good word to somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I played at this club. Hey, check my kid out.
Yeah.
You know, that happens here too. But like, But over there, it's like, yeah, football is not as easy to attain as a kid from the slums.
Yeah.
Than from anywhere, and that's why I think his point was that it's easier for a kid from the slums to get into a boxing gym than to fucking be scouted for a fucking
Yeah,
football
because
team.
most of these people who do come to us from the slums are like people who are like in their body of fighting,
Yeah.
and then just
Well, look at Canelo, dude.
Yeah.
He was poor as fuck.
Yeah.
He was from this fucking municipal de Guadalajara. Like he was fucking poor, bro. Like I think his brother sold ice cream for a bit and then later he started like training him.
Yeah.
And dude, they were like dirt poor. And look at him now. He's a fucking $500 million, even more maybe. I don't fucking know, but dude, that guy's fucking wealthy as fuck. That was literally a king in fucking
Let's go party with Canelo.
Yeah.
That was cool. I mean, well, I don't know. I guess so. It's cool.
Yeah.
He kind of lost his touch a little bit though. Like,
I mean, but that's what happens when you have too much money.
Well,
that happens with everybody.
Yeah.
That you get a little lazy.
yeah,
And you feel like everything's handed to you. Like that one time he lost. Well, I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, when he lost that match, I.
But you saw the way he came out. He came out like with his big spectacle.
Like I should have won.
It was no. But like there was like a whole spectacle on his walkout. And I'm like, all these mariachi, all these fucking lights, and then at the end, you know what I mean?
But that's always.
But you gotta go back, like as a
Mexican
fighter,
boxer.
as a fighter, you gotta go in there as a fighter. You can't go in there as a fucking
But
entertainer.
He's been doing that lately.
You can't go in there as an entertainer. You gotta go in there as a fighter.
Yeah, I think so. I think
You know?
I think that's better.
And I hate the fact that I hate when boxers at the end say, "But that was a good fight for the people." Right? I'm like, dude, like you're looking at this as an entertainer. You're not a boxer anymore when you say that shit. You know, you want to go in there and do your job.
That's why those rough and rowdy are fun because those fools are just like.
But see, that's fun though. That's like a fun side too.
Hey, will you like come on me to a rough and rowdy fight?
But actually, I'm actually just down to go.
You wouldn't be part of the.
But it seems like they only do them in Boston, right?
I don't know, dude. Like,
but I'm still down to go.
Let's go.
You down?
Boston? Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Dude,
we go to fucking Harvard.
It was
during
New
the weekend.
Jersey. It was in New Jersey.
It was New Jersey.
I don't know. I forgot. I think it might have been Boston.
I don't know because that guy's from Boston, no? The main dude.
Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah. Dave Portnoy.
I could be wrong. Yeah.
Dude, that was funny as hell. But yeah. With that being said, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up, dude. Put the little plastic on it, bro. Yeah. Put the little helmet on, bro.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess this is our Valentine's episode. I want to say everybody.
Yeah, happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day out there. Make sure you guys.
And remember, I choose you.
I choose
remember,
you.
fucking Ralph.
Yeah,
Wiggins?
Ralph.
That's my favorite episode, bro. Like
that's my
when his heart gets broken, dude. Like he just starts squirming. Like I think, like, what is that?
Lisa breaks his heart, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's a good episode.
But I think he gets the girls at the end. Remember?
Yeah,
and then Lisa gets jealous.
I'm gonna watch that.
I gotta watch that one again. Yeah,
I'm gonna watch that
a good
today.
one.
Well, thank you guys for joining us on another episode. Turkey, any last words?
Take care out there. Take care, and make sure to take out your loved one for Valentine.
Yeah, take out your loved one. Make sure treat her like a queen.
Treat her or like a king.
Or like a king.
Or like a king.
Like a king.
Hey, yeah, and yeah, that's it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining the Parallel Discussion. Have a good day and peace.
Peace.